Hello. Have you ever been thinking about visiting Malaysia for your vacation? Couldn't think of the places that you want to visit and explore? Well, you've come to the right place. My name is Ahmad Noor Ibrahim. I am an MBBS student studying at Taylor's University in Malaysia. And today, my teammates and I will be talking about a very popular and breathtaking place, famously known as the Jewel of Kedah, called Langkawi Islands. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video.
Langkawi is an archipelago in Malaysia that is very well known for its rich and mystifying history and has several accounts for its actual origin and history. So here we are going to delve into the common and mystifying folklore shrouding this gorgeous island. With royalty being part of its course, Langkawi is supposedly to have connections with the kingdom of Lankasuka. Legend has it that Langkawi used to be the habitat of spirits, and classical Malay literature Hikayat Merong Maha Wangsa states that Garuda, the mythological giant eagle, rested in these islands. As far as official records go, the island has been under the rule of the Sultanate of Kedah for a very long time, along with the British influence during the colonial century. For a short time period, it was even under the influence of Thailand during World War II, and you can see this influence in the abundance of Thai restaurants seen all over the island. As it turned out, in 1821, the Langkawi was savagely attacked by the Siamese. Upon knowing the inevitable fate of the island following the battle, Datuk Karmajaya, the headman of Kampung Raja, the ancient capital of Langkawi, ordered that Padang Matsira, the village granary, be burned and all the wells poisoned in order to starve the enemy. From then on, the island slipped into a slumber. This legend is perhaps the main allure of Langkawi. A rather interesting fact about Langkawi is how it was popularly used as a hideout by pirates after the war due to its luscious jungles. A folklore also stands that 200 years ago, a woman named Masuri was executed wrongly for adulteress and laid a curse on the island, all which is a famous myth that shrouds this island in mystery and further makes it more popular as a tourist destination. There's a Masuri's mausoleum, which is a somber reminder of the wronged maiden. And the huge soaring in tourism that we now see first took off in 1986 after Penang lost its duty-free status after being conquered by the Chinese and transferring the duty-free status to Langkawi.
The name Langkawi is thought to have existed by the early 15th century, although in the 16th century, the island of Langkawi was also marked on maps variously as Langa, Lanka, Lansura, and Langapura. The historical documentation is little, however the Chinese Liang dynasty record around 500 AD refers the kingdom of Langkasu as being established in the 1st century AD. Some believe that Langkawi is the same as or related to the Lanka or Lankapuri mentioned in Indian sources. This ancient name Lanka is found in Indian literature from an early time period, although the identification of the original Lanka is not certain. Puri or Puram in Sanskrit means a town or city. The name Langkawi is also thought to be related to Lankasuka, an old kingdom believed to have links with Kedah. Now for the island's symbolism. This iconic island, with its rich history and interesting folklore, is symbolized by a sculpture of an eagle, known as Dataran Halang, also Eagle Square, located in Kuah, the capital district of Langkawi, Kedah. The reddish-brown eagle at Dataran Halang was built based on the interpretation of the island's name. According to folklore, Langkawi's name came from two Malay words, Halang meaning eagle and Kawi meaning reddish-brown. Hence, Langkawi was formed.
Consisting of 99 islands, it's separated from mainland of Malaysia by 51 kilometers of the west coast of the state of Kedah. It also spans 25 kilometers from north to south, and from east to west it's slightly larger. The coastal surroundings of Langkawi consist of flat and sandy plains and also limestone ridges. Those limestone ridges, they have evolved from years of erosion, which also lead to the formation of caves and arches around the island. Langkawi is also known to harbor biological diversity, and it's also rich in its mangrove forests, consisting of 55 mangrove species, which is half of those in the entire world. In Langkawi, you can also find species such as the Cycas circinalis, which is one of the oldest fossils which were found, and it also dates back to the Jurassic period. The diverse land of Langkawi is also home to a lot of fascinating wildlife, and that includes the rare colugo and some giant squirrels, and also over 500 species of butterfly. And with regards to the population, the main island is divided into 6 precincts, of which 99,000 people reside at. And out of the 99 islands which are in Langkawi, only 4 are inhabited by people.
Assalamu alaikum and hi there. I'm Abdullah Hussaini, and today we will be talking about the 3 famous local cuisines of Langkawi. First of all, we have the beef rendang, which is a classic North Malaysian dish and is considered by many to be the king of all curries. It comprises of slow-cooked beef cubes that is heavily spiced by ginger, lime, turmeric, chilies and toasted coconuts. And aside from beef and buffalo meat, chicken, vegetarian and seafood rendings are also fairly common throughout Langkawi. The beef is a lot more tender once all the curry mixture has soaked in and is normally served over rice, but also can be served on a typical nasi campur. And it is much more flavorful than spicy, but sambal could be added so as to spicen up for a delicious meal indeed. Secondly, we have the mouth-watering ikan bakar, which literally translates to burnt fish and is basically any form of seafood that is charcoal or stuffed grilled and is strongly blended with chili, turmeric, belacan and galangal. It is usually topped with sambal and is wrapped in banana leaves before being placed on the hot grill, since the leaves prevent the fish from sticking to the grill and also keeps its aroma and fragrance intact. A mixture of soya sauce and butter is poured over the fish to keep it moist and also provide it with a sweet, spicy and sour taste at the same time. Ikan bakar is sold everywhere in Malaysia, but Langkawi provides the best ones because of its abundance of seafood supply. And finally, we have the ice kakanj, which means ice beans, or you might know it as ABC, ice batu camper, which literally means mixed shaved ice. It is a famous North Malaysian dessert which consists of shaved ice, red beans, and a variety of toppings such as jelly, sweet syrup, peanuts, condensed or coconut milk, mango, durian, rose water, or palm seeds. It is made by placing a amount of finely crushed ice in a bowl, drenching it with sweet syrup, and then adding the various ingredients for amazing texture and taste. It's extremely popular in the mall food courts and the roadside hawker stalls of Langkawi.
There are many local parks in Langkawi, among which include the Kilim-Karst Geoforest Park, which consists of mangrove swamps, pristine beaches and vertical karstic hills jutting out into the Andaman Sea. You can see kingfishers, white-bellied fish eagles and kite eagles among other species. There are also numerous caves filled with fossils, as well as the Crocodile Cave, the Cave of Legends and Bat Cave. Visitors are also taken on tours of the limestone caves and a floating fish farm where they can hand-feed stingrays and archerfishes. Another park in Langkawi is the Langkawi Wildlife Park, which is located on Jalan Ayar Hangat, which is a 5-acre animal sanctuary, a tropical garden with over 2,500 exotic birds representing 150 different species, a walk-in aviary with a 15-meter man-made waterfall, a duty-free retail outlet, and animal feeding sessions are also available at the park. Legenda Langkawi Dalam Tamam is yet another wonderfully planted folklore-themed park. The colorful statues with signboards outlining the mythology linked with specific sculptures. There are 17 sculptures across the 50-hectare estate reflecting Langkawi stories, including brave giants, mythological birds, beautiful princesses, mystical birds, and nasty ogres. 4 constructed lakes, as well as a tiny strip of beach and walking trails, make the compound a popular jogging area for locals. Pulau Payar Marine Park has attracted snorkeling and diving enthusiasts from all over the world who want to learn more about Langkawi's underwater life. Pulau Payar, Pulau Kacha, Pulau Lembu and Pulau Sedang Tang are the 4 islands that make up the park, with Pulau Payar being the largest. Barbecue pits, gazebos, picnic tables and other amenities are available to visitors here.
The Langkawi Sky Bridge is a 410-foot long curving pedestrian which is one of the island's features. It may seem cliché, but it is true. The views from here are truly breathtaking, perfect for those Kodak moments. The Langkawi cable car can take you to the Sky Bridge, which is 2,300 feet above sea level. The journey to the top begins in Pantai Kok in the upper northwest corner of Langkawi Island at the Oriental Village. As breezes run through the ventilation slots at the top of the cable car, it might become a little cool once it starts moving, so bring yourself a sweater. The observatory platform, which is the highest point where the sky and the sea views are unhindered, is reached through a set of narrow stairs that cut through the forest. In fact, you can see Thailand's Tarutao Island. The section of the sky bridge that is unforgettable is at the end of the steel bridge that reaches out from the Mount Mat Ching Chang to a neighboring mountain. The Langkawi Sky Bridge is open from 10 a.m. in the morning to 8 p.m. in the evening. The Langkawi Art in Paradise 3D Museum is hailed as the largest 3D art museum in Malaysia and second largest in the world, with more than 200 outstanding artworks that appear virtually alive when photographed. This unique attraction is located near to the framed Langkawi cable car at the Oriental Village and is only a 20-minute drive from the Langkawi International Airport. It is a 3-story structure with 2,000 square meters of exhibition area divided into 9 interactive zones such as optical illusion, aquatic, safari, fantasy, classic, Egyptian, etc. Many of these works of art are displayed in 3-dimensional shapes that appear to flow out of their surrounding canvases, promoting a fun method for visitors to interact with, photograph, and mix with the artwork. One of the highlights of the Langkawi Art in Paradise 3D Museum is the stunning panoramic painting of the gleaming Kuala Lumpur city skyline featuring the iconic Petronas Twin Towers and the KL Tower. The enormous Egyptian-themed zone is another must-see for outstanding photo possibilities. The magnificent Sphinx, pyramids, and pharaohs are painted in exquisite detail and appear to come alive in photograph. The Langkawi Art in Paradise 3D Museum is open from 9 a.m. in the morning to 6 p.m. in the evening.
Home to the biggest aquarium in the entirety of Malaysia, Underwater World Langkawi is home to over 200 species of diverse animals. Hosting 3 subsections of the park, boasting over 6 acres, there's plenty of diverse marine specimen for you to observe. As well, there's a theater that is present that's 3D, where you can watch films about marine life, and there's an educational resource center where you can learn about marine life and interact with them as well. If you get hungry, there's a cafeteria where you can refuel up before continuing your journey. By far, the most prevalent attraction in Underwater World Langkawi is the underwater tunnel. This attraction is home to an underwater tunnel where you can gaze up and around a variety of marine specimen and enjoy the view. The Telaga Tujoh waterfalls, or the 7 Wells waterfalls, is one of the natural attractions of Langkawi. Boasting many waterfalls that feed into the 7 natural pool wells, there is many places to swim and bathe in. Boasting a lot of vegetation and flora as well as a large species of animals, the natural diversity is ever present. Whether it be climbing to the top of the waterfalls through rocky terrain, or even just slip and sliding down the wet terrain, there's a variety of activities for everyone to do. There is also a resort close by where you can stay and enjoy the views and wake up to the waterfalls.
After completing this task, we have learned so much more about Langkawi than what we knew before. From its breathtaking views to its spectacular food, as well as its amazing local parks and attractions, the island has much more to offer, and we can't wait to visit it and experience everything that it has one day. Overall, we have very much enjoyed this task as it helped us develop our communication and teamwork skills, as well as improve our web designing and polish our editing skills. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed learning more about Langkawi as much as we have making this video. Stay safe and have a great day.